For split number 2 of Ranked Season 11, we are going back to World's Edge for Ranked. And World's Edge has a much better proportion of open areas to good buildings that can be held with defensive legends easily. There are also plenty of caves and chokes that are dangerous for teams that rotate late. And I have to say this, the ranked meta is going to shift a little bit now that we're leaving Stormpoint and going back to World's Edge. And the World's Edge meta is slightly different than the last time we were on World's Edge. So, we have to talk about what are the rank changes, what's the ranked meta going to look like. And for fun, let's learn the best team comps for ranked on World's Edge, along with the best legends for ranked on World's Edge. So let's get into it. Let's begin with the best legends for ranked on World's Edge first, and we're going to start with the class of best offensive legends. To start this list off, we're going to talk about Ashe, the newest legend, and also a great offensive legend that can really push anyone and then also get away quickly with her very short-lived quick portal. And her ability to scan death boxes is very underrated intel that makes her even more lethal when deciding where to rotate or where to push or where to third party or even in the middle of a fight. And I think right now she is the premier top tier aggro movement legend you want on your team. Next, we're going to have Wraith, the OG aggro rotational legend, and she is still very good as long as you understand you cannot full send and get away with her Q, and also how to properly place her portal for rotations or getting to safety. Pathfinder and Octane are going to be the next two, which I put them together because they're great aggro legends, but they have ultimates that either make them very vulnerable while rotating or moving, or make a big scene or sound, but they are still very usable legends on any team comp. Next up are going to be the best tactical legends. This is going to include recon legends and a legend like Gibraltar that people love to classify as defensive, but is he really? So here we're going to start with the recon legend Valkyrie. On any map, having her ultimate is amazing since it can allow for crazy rotations or an ability to escape trouble at any moment safely. When it comes to her offensive skill, her missiles, if shot tactically, can split teams up and stun and do a lot of damage and really put teams on the back foot, And also, while she's in the sky, she can get a lot of info while in the air on teams, on where rats are, and it's really good for late drops, or if you have to just, use her ultimate and you don't know where to go, at the very least you can just land somewhere where there's no one, Moving forward, we have Bloodhound, the best scanner in the game. Their scans and Bloodhound ult are amazing to have in any fight, in any terrain, with any level skill team. You can never go wrong with a Bloodhound. No one is going to complain that they can see exactly where the other team is. So, when in doubt, Bloodhound's a great pick, and especially at the lower ranks, or while solo queuing, Bloodhound is really nice. And moving right along, the last of these is going to be the aforementioned Gibraltar, that everyone loves to have on their team, even if not everyone likes to play Gibraltar. But obviously in his dome, he can hit the quick res and is amazing to have with a gold bag. The dome can also protect you on wide open rotations or just in a really bad spot where you're getting focused. And in end zones, having dome is very important for surviving and being maybe the last team to engage in a fight. As well as his ultimate really allows you to output damage or give yourselves cover, and is very flexible depending on how you need it. As well, you pair the Gibby Dome with Valkyrie ultimate, and you can redeploy safely without obviously Valkyrie's ultimate getting cancelled. So he's a great pick and obviously works well with Valkyrie. Finally, the best defensive legends for ranked mainly are going to consist of Caustic for World's Edge. While Watson has some buffs, I have noticed that there are a few bugs with her fences, which is why I don't really want to recommend her, though she is solid if you're really good with Watson. But definitely Caustic is the defensive legend you want to play. A lot of the buildings on World's Edge are very solid, not full of windows, easy to hold with gas compared to the window full buildings in Stormpoint that were super easy to just get shot from all different angles. So definitely Caustic's really good on World's Edge. So definitely he's the premier defensive legend if you want one on your team, more than a Rampart or Watson. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. There's a lot more ranked guides, ranked tips, ranked YouTube shorts, and ranked live streams on this channel. So if you like any of that, remember to drop a subscribe so you don't miss any of that awesome, amazing tips and content. The wild card I'm going to mention and just throw out there is going to be Loba, since her bracelet is really good and she can really help any team that wants to run and gun and always keep, looted up, or even while solo queuing, helping teammates that maybe, let's say how it is. While solo queuing, randoms are just not good, so maybe you want to give them their best loadout, give them their best chance to be able to, be useful and output as much damage as possible. So I'll just throw Loba out there for those scenarios. So the legends I mentioned should be the ones at the top of your list when it comes to selecting team comps. There are a few other legends that could maybe be worked in, but who I mentioned are at the end of the day the best of the best, and why play legends that take more effort. And just quickly here, Simba from the future, just wanted to say, I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think the ranked experience on World's Edge is going to be better than Stormpoint? Or do you think Stormpoint is going to be the better ranked experience? I want to hear you guys' opinions, so drop it in the comment section below. And now let's, go back to the past. Let's get back to the video. So let's cover the best team comps for ranked on World's Edge. These are going to be team comps that have worked for seasons in pro leagues, in just ranked on World's Edge, as well as going to be maybe newer team comps, because obviously we have newer legends, newer meta shifts, newer buffs and nerfs. So all these comps are going to be comps that we've seen before or are regularly used, wherever you watch live streams or whatever. So team comp 1 is going to be my very balanced and traditional. It's going to be an aggressive legend, a recon legend, and a more defensive tactical legend. This one's going to be Ashe, Valkyrie, and Gibraltar. Ashe, you move fast, you be the aggressor, while Valkyrie hits beacons and is used for the massive rotations, get out of jail free. Also, she has very good movement in close areas or tall buildings where she can really move around with her jets. And Gibraltar for dome and ultimate. Team number 2 is going to be a bit more defensive, focus on team fighting early than holding late game. This is going to be Valkyrie, Bloodhound, or Gibraltar, and Caustic. This allows you big rotations with Valkyrie. Bloodhound allows you to be able to gain info and is awesome in any team fight. Or conversely, Gibraltar is also a huge threat 1v1 against anyone if you're really good at bubble fighting. Also, you pair it with the Valkyrie, you can rotate safely. And then, once you rotate to whatever end zone you predict, Caustic can slow any team down and also hold any end zone, and is, again, paired with Gibraltar, a Caustic, are probably two of the most, powerful legends to get into an end zone. So team comp number 3 is going to be a very traditional comp that has succeeded on World's Edge for a long time, and that's going to be Wraith, Bloodhound, Gibraltar. In this comp, you can maybe substitute Wraith for Octane, but I think Wraith is a little bit more solid right now, and you want your aggressive rotational legend, then you want your wallhack legend, that's a recon character for zone information, as well as one like Bloodhound that excels in fights. And then you have Gibraltar, which I've mentioned multiple times in this video, so we all know how good he is. And if you guys want more tips on how to gain a lot of RP and climb from Platinum to Diamond, Diamond to Masters on World's Edge, check out my Diamond to Masters guide right here for past World's Edge, but it's going to help you a lot in this season get to wherever you want. See you guys there.